Hey guys, what's going on? Rich Boy J here, back again with another live stream, and I've switched up the position obviously a little bit. I realized that I'd like to give you guys a better look at the MOC while I'm working on it, and this is kind of the side where I need to be working. I guess looks like my computer's kind of blocking the screen, but I'll try to orient this the best way as possible. But yeah, you guys can really get a good perspective on just how large this MOC is getting from this view, which makes me really happy because it makes me feel like I've gotten a lot of work done, even though right now it's just a platform to me. So trying to do more and more work on this thing to get it to looking more and more like Vardos. But I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it so far. Got my 3 porgs set up on that side. And honestly, my goal for the entire stream is going to be like to not knock this thing over, because I kind of have to like keep my arms around it like this. So you know how it goes. Let's see what's going on. We got a lot of people in the chat. What's up? BBBricks 649 says he's building a castle. That sounds pretty dope. Ewan McLeod, the guy, got the 3 porgs. Ryder Thompson, always glad to see you around, man. Making it to all the streams. Who else we got? Lego Gamer 5502. Drink Tea wants to know why I changed my hair. My hair's been like this for a while. This is nothing new. What's up, Joseph Roy? We got upside down. What's going on? So sorry. All right, see you, Lego Gamer. Thanks for coming by, even though it was short-lived. But yeah, obviously working on Vardos today. So I got a very nice order in today. I got 999 of these dark gray 2x2 tiles, which was freaking awesome because I've been waiting for them for a couple of weeks, so glad to finally have it in. Drink Tea says, no, I mean like the Lil Pump hair. I don't know what you mean by that, to be quite honest. Appreciate that, Ewing. He says, hope it turns out great. So yeah, let's jump right into Vardos. So the rumor mills have been saying that there's going to be an Inferno Squad battle pack, which you can imagine is very good news to me, because obviously I'm going to need some actual legit Inferno Squad figures for this MOC. The only downside to that is that I feel it's kind of coming at the expense of that clone battle pack that was rumored. So, you know, I would have liked a 501st battle pack, but obviously the Inferno Squad battle pack will be much more timely for me. Ryder says, when do you think you will start the building? So honestly, this week I was planning on starting it, but some things came up and I'm actually not going to be in town for the next few days, which is why I'm streaming today. Trust me, I didn't want to have to stream while I'm not streaming, but it's just kind of like if I wasn't streaming today, I wouldn't be able to stream for the rest of the week. I did want to get something done. So I would like to have started the buildings this week. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. It's really just going to depend, but definitely within the next few weeks, you'll actually start seeing some buildings getting built. Who is Brick Limbo? I'll tell them you said hi. I just don't know who that is. Says, I could DM someone who made a sick Iden figure. He sells them for 15. Well, I'm trusting that the rumors are true and that we're actually going to get that Inferno Squad battle pack. So no need for me to shell out more money to, you know, get just an Iden figure for like 15 bucks when the battle pack will come out, and it will probably be 15 bucks for all 4 of Inferno Squad. Ryder says, I was on Lego Shop at home and saw the Darth Vader castle, so technically it's not an Amazon exclusive. I mean, anytime Lego has an exclusive set to like a retailer, whether it be what, you know, used to be Toys R Us, Walmart, stuff like that, they usually will still sell it on their website as well. So even though Lego also sells it, it's still, you know, in terms of the retailers, it's an Amazon exclusive, but I see what you mean. I don't think Lego would ever put out a set that they just did not sell on their website, unless it's, you know, for like Comic-Con or something like that. It says Inferno Squad is 3 people. Yes, it is. Inferno Squad is indeed 3 people. Although apparently it was, what, like 5 people. One of them, like a couple of them die, I think. But yeah, hopefully that Inferno Squad battle pack does drop, and I will have the perfect group of figures for this mock. I think I saw Screaming Seagull. What's going on, man? Ginger Bricks says maybe in the book. Yeah, I think in the book there are a couple of extra people in it. Yeah, Thwan, I love Porgs too. That's why I got him set up over there. Jay, did you notice Matt stream with David? Yeah, I was invited to go on that stream, but this was literally the only night I could stream, so that's why I'm here. Hey, what's going on, Garrett? Says, well, the Overwatch set is only on Blizzard gear. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. You ever inspired by Jedi Outcast or Jedi Academy in your builds? I played both of those games a really long time ago, so I can't say that I really remember enough about them to be inspired by them anyway with a build, but who's to say sometime down the line I don't go back to those games and get inspired by doing a build from them. Cool Math Guy says, hello, it's my first time on one of your live streams. Well, glad to have you here, man. Thanks for coming. Forever Lego Studios says he is going to buy the parts tomorrow. If you guys don't know, he's, one, working on a Hoth mock, so if that sounds interesting to you, you should go check that out. But two, he's going to be adding in one of, I guess, two of my custom AT walkers. So, hey, that'll be pretty exciting. Hey, Screaming Seagull, he says, sorry it can't be the 30, I promise. I really wanted my Sigifig in the mock, but, you know, can't waste my parents' credit card. It's all good, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. It says, what is your favorite clone battalion? I really like the 212th. I like the 212th a lot. I like 501st too, but I think I like 212th just a little bit more than them. Really just because of Cody. Cody is probably my favorite clone design, so that's who I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with Cody. Ewan says it's also his first time on the stream. We got a lot of first timers. That's always a pleasure to see. Said you should throw in some Inferno Squad TIE Fighters in the mock. It would be cool to build one of those. The only thing is you don't actually see any of the Inferno Squad TIE Fighters like on Vardos. They're probably parked somewhere in like the hangar of the Corvus, so there's no need to like, you know, build an actual one. They don't actually use their TIE Fighters on this map. Ogle says I love the spotlights. Yeah, dude, these were such a blast to design and get built up. I think I'm really happy with the design on them. Really happy with the design. All right. Okay. Jeez. Central Valley Brickworks LLC says, happy to be on the stream for the first time. The mock looks great. Thank you so much, man. Also appreciate that Cool Math Guy products. Garrett says, I want my Sigifig to be a mechanic fixing a broken toaster in the mock. LMFAO. Okay. Why? Yeah, is there a story behind that? Just finished building Yoda's Jedi Starfighter. Huh, that's awesome. How do you like that set? I thought it was a decent set. I just feel like the cockpit wasn't as round as it should have been. So that was the only thing I didn't like, but I like the wing design on it, definitely. Ryder says I would like to see a mock based on the new live action TV show. Whenever we get like anything on that, I'd love to do some sort of Star Wars Mandalorian mock. We'll see what we can get on that. Says no reason, I just like random crap like that. Oh, okay. You guys are so creative. How do you guys come up with these things? Hey Boyo, the last Vardos update came out great. Thank you so much. I wish there were a way for you guys to like see this mock in person. Like, I feel like this platform is so much bigger than you'd think just by kind of seeing it on camera. Cool Guy Math Product says, my parents actually said I could get the Bricktober Battle Pack at Barnes & Noble. So, I guess someone, like, literally just messaged me not too long ago saying that the Harry Potter Bricktober Pack is at Barnes & Noble right now. And it's only like $7, which is great. I personally won't pick it up. I'm not really a Harry Potter fan, but those of you who are, you definitely want to go check that out. And yeah, this is a Battlefront 2 mock. Party at Jay's house. If you guys could come through, I would love to host you, and we can work on Vardos. All right. Have you decided what to do with the Aqualish figure yet? No, honestly. I'm probably going to have to find some sort of custom, which is kind of disappointing. Am I getting Vader's Temple? Absolutely. I plan on doing a top 7 list of the best sets of this year, which means that I got to get that Vader's Castle set. So yeah, I'll be copping it. Yo, Jay, I'm so excited to release this episode of Hoth. Got a lot of progress done. I'm excited to see it. Have you already gotten a lot of progress done? Or you're planning to have a lot of progress done by that time? Says Jay, if you could travel any place on Earth, where would it be? It's a good question. I mean, I've always wanted to go. Honestly, I'd love to go to Denmark for obvious reasons, but one place I do really want to go, it's not necessarily LEGO related, but it's still pretty cool, is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but there's this place called Mini Wonderland, and it's basically this giant hobby type of place with, you know, various world locations built at a miniature scale, and it is like the coolest thing ever. So yeah, if you guys want to see something cool, just do YouTube search for Mini Wonderland. It's in Germany, and it's freaking awesome. You should modify the porgs to look like an ATTE. I tell you what, if I ever build a custom ATTE, I'll do it porg themed, and make it orange and gray and white. Yo, that would make a funny looking Republic gunship. You know how like the Republic gunships always have various paint schemes on it? I think one of them is like a Wampa, and I don't know. It would be hilarious to do like a porg type of Republic gunship, and make the front look like the poor guy, like the turrets on the front look like poor guys, and then do like the mouth right between it. There's a mock idea. Next person who asks me what they should build as a mock, my recommendation is a Porg Republic gunship. What, Jay, do you live in the U.S.? Yes, I do, and I live in the great state of Texas. Fives. Bro, Fives, build a Porg Republic gunship, bro. Do it. Says, there's this thing in New York called Gulliver's Travels. It's like the same thing you mentioned in Germany. I've never heard of that, but I would totally love to check it out. What's up, Brick Vlogs? When's the mock going to be done? I'm planning to have it done by Christmas. Like, it is... Ideally, I'll drop the finale of Vardos on Christmas. So that's my goal. So now I got to figure out how this is going to be spaced. Yeah, Texas has a lot of great LEGO YouTubers. What are my thoughts on the 2003 Clone Wars? At the time, I loved it. I have distinct memories of watching that for the first time and just being blown away. Now, I don't love it as much. It's a quite over the top, which is fine. It's still enjoyable to watch, but it can be a bit much. But it's a good show. I like it a lot. I would tell any person who's into Star Wars to check it out, definitely. Says, I need to show you the 327th that are made. They look in fire. Awesome. 327th, that's the Felucia clones, right? That will be a Merry Christmas for you then. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. What is my least favorite set? Definitely the Twilight. Thought on the 187th Legion Clone Troopers. What's the 187th? I don't know what that is. It says Porg themed ATST. The legs are orange. Yes, guys, can someone please start making Porg themed walkers? I want to like pay someone and commission a Porg themed walker because we need more of those. Forget more, we just need one. What is the Twilight? The Twilight is the ship that, like the main ship that Anakin and Ahsoka fly around in at the beginning of the Clone Wars. It says, what's better, Porg or BB-8? Definitely the Porg. BB-8's pretty cool, but I'm liking the Porg more. Jay, thoughts on new Lego Shrek sets? Is that legit? Are we actually getting Lego Shrek sets? Or are you yanking my chain? Says, would you ever build ships that aren't for a MOC or anything? You mean like custom ships just off out of my imagination, or do you mean like a ship that isn't gonna be in a MOC that I'm building? Hey, Zandieboi with the dono. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to my boy Zandy. Says, I apologize, but I gotta go to sleep. It's all good. Thank you so much. Porg ATST. Bro, Porg AT-AT. Let's do it. Where do you buy your pieces? Bricklink, Pick a Brick, all those places. Guys, can I get a type R for respect for all these dark gray tiles I just got in the mail? That's 1,000 dark gray 2x2 tiles. Anyone who builds MOCs knows how awesome those are. Do a baby Porg MOC. I wanted to make a nest for the Porgs that I do have, and I'd throw a baby Porg in it. Jay, what lights are you using for the MOC? So far, I've been pricing lights on Brick Stuff. I am not using like lights from any particular manufacturer. I just got all the components from Amazon. So I got like the LEDs, the wires, the battery, all that stuff. I basically just did a DIY job for the lights in this MOC. I was thinking about going with Brick Stuff, but I wanted something a little bit more, I don't know. I wanted more freedom with it, which is kind of why I decided to just get all the components and wire them myself. It's not super difficult. If you know just a very small amount about wiring, you can figure it out. I bought like a soldering kit. I've been using a lot of like copper tape as well. So yeah, that's kind of how I did it. So there's literally a thing called a Porglet. Have I seen Brick Vault's Yavin? It's crazy. Also, speaking of ships, I'm not a fan of the show, but the ship itself, you should build the Ghost from Star Wars Rebels. Yeah, so speaking of Brick Vault, they have an awesome Ghost. I think I want a little bit more of an interior. I mean, theirs has quite a bit of an interior, but I would want more. So I would want to check that out. But then also, as far as their Yavin MOC, yeah, that thing looks freaking awesome. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Brick Vlogs, do I like the Vader VR game? I haven't played it, and I don't have any VR equipment, so I don't anticipate playing it. And yes, a Porglet sounds like the cutest thing ever. Guys, Porgs are the cutest thing. I'm sorry. It says, since I donated, could I change the title to Garrett was replaced by a Porg? How I dealt with personal beef. I'm going to have to respond to that with a yeet. It says, wait, how is the UCS Django Slave one? I don't know what you mean by how is it, but I finished it. I don't know if you saw I did a video on it. I took it to a convention this past weekend, actually. Everyone seemed to like it a lot. Got some good reactions from it, so it was cool to show it off. What are my opponents on TikTok? I mean, my opinion on TikTok. You mean the song by Kesha? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. The app. I have no idea what that is. 14. Says, what happened to the cornrow hair? It was just a little short-term thing. I may eventually get it again, but I like to keep it fresh and switch it up. Do I like General Grievous? He is a cool concept of a character. Art Lothcat's adorable. I don't care for Lothcats. I'm sorry. Considered rebuilding a Mos Espa pod race. It's Mos Espa, right? Yes, it's Mos Espa, and I will rebuild it one day. Oh, come on. Jay, I'm hoping to get the hair piece for your Sigifig when I get the walker. Please do. Do I think Mace Windu is alive? Nah. He gone, fam. Says Matt may have Garrett, Ryan, and David, but Jay has 3 porgs and has the same amount of viewers. See, you guys, they thought it was not a wise investment for me to buy so many porgs, but I know where the money's at. I invested all my money in porgs and it hasn't let me down since, guys. Are you okay with the title or no? Please do not change the title. I actually keep these titles. I'm very particular about the names of the titles for the live streams because I like to keep it properly documented. I think Jay needs half a dozen porgs. Half a dozen porgs. Wow. That'd be great. If you want to send a very nice donation, I will promise to spend all of the money on porgs. I need to just have a porg stream. Let's see how many porgs I can acquire via donations. I'd probably be going back and forth between both streams, but there's so many people on Matt's Hangout, it's hard to talk to them. Yeah, that's the thing about having people on. You don't really get to engage, but then, you know, you get to have conversations with people, so it's all good. It's all good. Fried porg? Oh my god. We don't use that type of language around here. It says, what's up with the click? Did someone actually change the name? What's the name? What is the title right now? I wasn't even paying attention. Yo, who changed the name? That's not okay. Who did it? I want to find out who. Alright, whoever changed the title is gonna get the ban hammer. Who is my favorite Star Wars character? Mr. Luke Skywalker. Appreciate that, Preston Cook. I think the name should be changed back if you refresh. We need an Unkar Pluck buildable figure. Oh my god. It's Unkar Pluck, and it looks like the buildable figures are gone bye-bye, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. Favorite Star Wars planet? Coruscant. I think I like the idea of Coruscant the most visually, like from what we've seen in films. I'd probably have to go with Scarab, honestly. Never thought I'd be saying that. Jay, I'm messing with you tonight. That sounds scary. Do I have the Unkar Pluck minifig? Yes, I do. I have every single. I have every single set from all the new movies. So that's my accomplishment of the year. I made it my goal to make sure I collected all those figs. I mean, all those sets. Figures are obviously included. How do I feel about the portrayal of Luke in The Last Jedi? I thought it was great, honestly. I mean, you know, like JJ kind of led us in that direction, and I think what Ryan did with him was, it was very cool in a unique way. Like, I don't like it because it was unexpected, but I like the way it was done. Jay, you going to Brickfest? No. Says, okay, so since I'm a good boyo, I'll tell you what happened with the title. So I asked you that since I donated, so I did. I'm pretty sure I specifically said don't change it. Zandy, I'm very disappointed in you. But thanks to owning up to it. Ban Zandy and let me take his place. Oh my god. Begun the mod wars have. Did I hear Jay's? Oh my god. Maybe one day, Fives. Do you think there will be episodes 11 through 12? There will definitely be episodes 11 through 12. I have no doubt. Have I been to Brickfest? No. What are my chances of being a mod in the future? I mean, you come to every stream, so that obviously helps. Whenever I'm in need of mods, you're definitely at the top of the list. Says, no, I did this with Matt's stream as well, and he was mad as well, so yeah, I've been a terrible mod. Yeah, like, just, I'd like to keep things pretty, you know, fun and not super strict, but the title's pretty important, because that has to deal with people locating the video and coming to watch it. So certain things like that, off balance, I'd rather not have it be joked with, as I'm sure you can understand. Cool Brick says, should I go to Brickfest? I haven't heard great things about it, honestly. I've heard it's not really worth going to. Heard it's just a glorified Lego swap meet. I've been watching this in a restaurant without any volume. Will someone type in the chat to, oh, he says he's home now. Okay, gotcha. Jay, I'm at the top of the list, right? Yeah, Garrett, you were always at the top of the list. The problem was that you were too much of a loose cannon. I do appreciate that it means, you know, so much to you guys to be moderators and that you're so willing to want to help out and contribute to the chats. I wish I could make all of you moderators, but then, of course, you know, if everyone's a moderator, then no one's a moderator. Zandy, I'm not going to unmod you, but you are not granted the rank of Boyo Master. What are the chances of me not being mod? Fives, if you don't want to be a mod, I mean, I would not force you to do so. Says, can I compliment Brick Queen for mod status? It's not that easy. What is going on here? Forever Lego Studio wants to knows. Forever Lego Studios wants to know if I'm taking this to any convention or I plan to. I'm not sure, honestly. It's hard to say. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Dang it, Jay, why you never do hangout streams? I do hangout streams. It's just not super often. I try to. I'm just extending the landing platform out this way on this side of the MOC. Colbrick says he thought he was crazy. Why did you think you were crazy? Jay, you are really hard the Legos. I have no idea what you mean by that. But you out there. Bro, I have no clue what you're talking about. What's up, CO Clone Commander? Okay, I got a suggestion. So the Oblivious Stormtroopers or BBBricks have not been present on a stream in a long time. Replace them with Garrett and Jedi Bob. That is a good suggestion. That's a good suggestion. I will consider it. So were you probably getting your figures for the MOC like Iden? It has been heavily rumored that we're going to get a battle pack with Inferno Squad in it, including Iden. So that is where I'll get those from. Jay, did you get 2K19 yet? Are you talking about WWE 2K19? If that's your question, then no. I have really no plans on picking that game up. When I was younger, I was so big into wrestling games, but not so much anymore. Will you sell the instructions to the Raider class Corvette? Yeah, I will. I will definitely do that. Says, hey, by the way, I still have that wet floor sign to go on your Vardos MOC. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that. Message me again on Insta, or we can figure something out. File. Oh, NBA 2K19. No. I probably won't pick that up either. I got Madden 2K19. 5, please stop spamming 2K19. Jay, it's not the Jedi way to make stormtroopers moderators. You don't know they're evil. Hey, there are some good stormtroopers out there. FN2187 was a good man. Poe said so himself. Greybick Production says, best Lego deal you've ever got. Yeah, so I actually know exactly what it is. What will happen. And if Garrett's still in the chat, he'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But basically, at one point, Toys R Us had listed the old Krennic Shuttle set for the price of the Krennic Shuttle Microfighter. So, like, clearly someone messed that up, and they, got the wrong price for that set. So everyone, like, on this Facebook group was posting about it, like, oh, buy it now for that price. So I did. And they shipped it to me, and when it got here, it was 2 of the microfighters, even though I had technically ordered the set. So I contacted them, and I'm like, yo, like, that's not the set that I bought. I bought 2 of the normal Krennic shuttles. And they got back to me, and they were like, oh, we're sorry for the misunderstanding. And they sent me 2 of the big Krennic shuttle sets, and they also let me keep the 2 microfighters. So for $20, I got 2 Krennic Shuttle, like the big set, $100 set, as well as 2 Krennic Shuttle microfighters. So that was a pretty dope pickup. And what's up, Austin? He said, yo, Jay, what it do? What it do? Do I like the CIS or the First Order better? Definitely the First Order. The droids are just so twerpy. Like, I will never forgive George Lucas for making droids like the main antagonists of the well, they're not really main antagonists, but like the main group of bad henchmen in the prequels. Like, they're just so goofy. Jay, I just put the Nakia figure in my Bricklink cart for $7, bro. I'm very happy that you're adding me to your mock. That brings warm feelings to my heart. Says, wouldn't it make sense instead of wasting human life, though? I mean, they didn't necessarily have to be human. They could have been some sort of alien species. But the point is, like, why are they so twerpy? Like, why are they primarily used as comic relief? Like, the droids are no more serious than Gungans, which is kind of dumb. Garrett says the cow goes bah. I've heard a few cows make that sound in my life. Says, which characters from Battlefront 2 are probably going to be in that rumored battle pack? So my guess is obviously Iden, Dell, and Hask. And I think there's like going to be an Imperial officer. It could be Commander Versio. I mean Admiral Versio. The J goes, burr! Burr! No, I have not read the Ahsoka novel. Good novel you should read. I'll look into it. What time period does it take place in? Is it like right after Clone Wars? Hunter says, can't wait for the sequel of Colt Just Like Hoth. It will come eventually. I'm so mad. I bought these parts. These like it's kind of hard, probably hard to see, but like these are like it's like a pyramid piece. It's like a 2x2x2 pyramid piece, and the idea was I was going to use them for some lights sitting on the ground. But apparently, some of the I guess there's like two versions of the piece, and the older one has a hole in the older one does not have a hole in the top. The newer ones do have a hole in the top, but the older ones are only come dark gray is the only version of the old one. I mean, how do I say that correctly? The only version that's dark gray is the old version, which means that there's no dark gray version with a hole in the top, which means that there's no way for me to run wires through it. So I bought these pyramids for no reason because I needed to be able to run wires through them so I could make them lights, but it's all good. I'm still a real boyo for life. Joseph says, by the way, I got home from some negotiations a while ago, but I have to say the negotiations were short. It's always good when negotiations are short. Especially when they're aggressive negotiations. Are you planning on doing a mock of different themes other than Star Wars, like Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts, other stuff? Probably not anytime soon, if ever. It says, bro, are you gonna have the ATST in this week's update? I might actually do it. I might actually do it. Is it possible to amass $5 donations and combine them into 30? I don't understand what you mean. And no, I don't hate Harry Potter. I just don't care for it. Don't put words in my mouth, Zandy. How am I going to do this? Says, I'm not a fan of the Porgs, Jay. What you like about them so much? They're cuties. That's why. If I were to donate $5 in some streams to the point where I eventually donated 30, well, I'll be able to get a Sigifig in the mouth. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just cumulative donation. So I think the to get a Sigifig, it's what, 15. So yeah, it doesn't need to be all at once. It's just if you ever get to that point and you get over $15, you'll get a Sigifig in the MOC. So yeah, don't if you can't do it all right now, don't worry about it. No pressure. No pressure at all. Says Twilight or the Jakku quad jumper, which is better? Definitely the. Come on, man. Come on, quad jumper. The Twilight is garbage. The Twilight is garbage, guys. Says, okay, I'm gonna ask that. What are you interested in besides Star Wars? Good question. So I'm a big wrestling fan. I'm a big monster truck fan. I like football, American football. In terms of like stuff that I would actually build out of Lego, I would like to do a Back to the Future MOC at some point. I don't know what, but it's like my second favorite movie series, so I would love to do something in that realm. I would love to do a Lego City. That's like one of my dreams since I've been a young boyo, doing a Lego City. Garrett, I don't like those questions you're asking me. And Garrett Bricks says, I better be in the MOC. Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? Have I seen Jane's Lego City? Of course. That's actually how I found out about Jane, through his city. Jedi. 96. Executes Order 66. Brick4 says, besides, what's your favorite wrestler? My favorite wrestler is AJ Styles. Jay, here's a hard question. Twilight or the Convex? That's an easy question. It's the Convex. Thoughts on Max Rebo? He's cute. Alright, have fun at work, Hunter. Says, in the group of minifigs I sent you, I sent one of my Sigfigs so you can put in the MOC when you get it. Oh, awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. It's all good, Rocco Froyo. Thanks for coming through, boyo. Skip one. Okay. What do I think about the new Disney Star Wars show? I've been enjoying it. I've been waiting for more episodes to come out, but I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I'm interested in seeing more of it. What's up, eBrick Studios? Twilight or E-Wing? I'm sorry, sir. We only discuss canon ships on this channel. Garrett, what are you like? What are you doing right now? Would you be down for a Darth Vader Old Republic TV show? I don't really care for a Darth Vader TV show, but an Old Republic TV show is like ideal for me. My thoughts on that leaked battle droid. So I did some Googles, and it turns out that battle droid is actually a AAT driver, which means that it's useful because we haven't gotten that before. And I mean, it's caught me by surprise. Like, I would never have expected them to have made that. It's so niche, but I'm glad we're getting it. How did Crate go? Go check out the videos, bro. Check out the finale. Fives, why have you not touched your Felucia in weeks? Bro, what's going on? Bro, come on, bro. Jay, you like anime? Not actively, no. Jay, the new clone battle pack isn't going to be a clone battle pack. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking more and more like we're not getting a clone battle pack and we're instead getting a Inferno Squad battle pack. Says Jay, if you and your crew were stuck in an aircraft waiting for rescue, would you rather be in a resistance bomber or an Imperial shuttle? Specifically, only the cockpit, which would detach from the body. That is a very specific question. If I were stranded on a ship, maybe I'd go with an Imperial shuttle just because it's faster. How do I feel about the Solo movie? I thought it was decent. It's not my favorite movie. It's not my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's a decent film. I think about Star Wars Solo as, I don't know, like a really good episode of Rebels. Like, I enjoyed it when I watched it, but I don't really feel the need to see it again, if that's fair. Alright, that's not gonna work. Will you be doing a Star Wars marathon before Episode 9 comes out? I've never actually done that, like, done a movie marathon before the new Star Wars movie comes out. I just never really feel the need to, you know? I feel like I watch Star Wars films enough to where they're typically fresh on my mind, so I don't need to, like, set time aside to be like, I'm going to watch all these movies before the new one comes out. But, yeah, I probably won't, to be quite honest. Jeez. Would I play a Star Wars game that was solely focused on a single player? That's my ideal Star Wars game. I wish that happened more often. That'd be great. Do I prefer the Rebel X-Wing or the Resistance X-Wing? I don't know if I have a preference between them. I think they're both really cool in their own right. I really like the designs of both of them. Alright, see a BBBricks custom Mega Constructs builds. Still not sure how I feel about that name, but, you know, it's all good. Kai, please stop asking weird questions. I think TCS is all we need in single-player Star Wars games. Yeah, absolutely. Complete Saga is all we need. And I'm glad to hear that, Shaw. Let's say, what's up, CM Bricks? Says, what if for a single player game you could be a stormtrooper slowly rising up the chain of command, but please no defections though. They have a hard time making games like that with no defections apparently. Like that's what most people expected for Battlefront 2 to be, right? But you end up defecting like pretty early in the game. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Zandy, I still don't know why you hate the Convey Act so much. You have a very irrational hatred of that shit. Yeah, the link to the Discord will pop up every now and again. Night Bottle posted. Alright, see ya, Ogle. eBrick says, Jay, your crate mock is so cool. It is way bigger than my vignette, and I love the ATM6. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I don't know why this... It's getting on my nerves. Warehawks Fly 1 says you should make a custom Inferno Squad for your MOC. I'm going to hold out hope that the LEGO actually comes out with that battle pack. Like, seriously, if LEGO drops that Inferno Squad battle pack, that'll be such perfect timing for me. Because it seems like when I've done these MOCs in the past, they've, like, always released the useful stuff right after we finish. For example, when Garrett and I were working on Scarab, they dropped that Shore Trooper polybag like a week after we finished, which was annoying. Not a week, maybe like a month or so after we finished. And I don't know. That was just annoying. It would have been nice to have had that to our disposal while we were working on the mod. Because those Shore Troopers, like, they're still not easy to get. Like, there's been no Shore Trooper battle pack. I had to buy like 10 of that Battle on Scarab set just to get a decent amount for the MOC. Screaming Seagull says the problem with an Inferno Squad battle pack is that it won't end up being a battle pack because there would be no reason to buy it again. That's my only problem with it. So that's actually a good point of discussion. How do you guys feel about battle packs like that? Like, do you think that battle packs like solely have to be for the purpose of building mass quantities, or are you fine with getting small battle packs with characters that you maybe don't necessarily need a bunch of, but it's still a cheap way to get those characters? For example, like we obviously recently got the Clone and Jedi battle pack, which obviously for the clones you want to get a bunch of them, but you know you wouldn't need duplicates of Kiadi Mundi or Barreras Offie. And I've seen people say like, oh, it's a terrible battle pack because like who needs all those Jedi? But for me, like, I don't mind it so much because, like, it's a cheap way to get those Jedi figures, you know? Like, I don't have to buy a big set just to get those figures. Like, you know, you can get 2 Jedi figures for a pretty, you know, low price. So, I feel like in that respect, I don't mind it so much. But yeah, a Short Trooper battle pack would be really nice. Says, I feel we should get Army Builder battle packs, but I also love the Bounty Hunter battle pack. I feel like there's a balance that we can have, you know. I think the biggest issue is I feel like it's been so long since we've gotten an Army Builder battle pack. Like, the last legit Army Builder battle pack that we got is honestly that freaking Rebels battle pack, the Imperial Troop Transport, that came with the 4 Frown Troopers, which was, like, god-awful. That's, like, the last battle pack we've gotten with 4 just straight figures, and it was terrible. So, yeah, I would like for us to get, you know, something a little bit better than that. Says it would make sense for LEGO to make battle pack with figures you can constantly keep buying. It's more money for them and a more satisfied customer. I agree with that. I still have not figured out like what's their decision calculus behind that. Like, why don't we get more battle packs with, you know, more figures? Because obviously, like, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, their thought process could be, you know, if they have a battle pack with like, let's say 4 clones versus a battle pack with 2 clones, and let's say 2 Jedi, like the one we have, then, you know, if you want more clones, you're gonna buy, like, let's say if you want 20 clones, you would have to buy 10 of that clone battle pack to get 20 clones, as opposed to just 5 of that 4 clone battle pack if that's what was out. So maybe that's their decision calculus, like, they can drive the sales by not giving you as many for any given set. I don't know. Because then you have the people who are just like, oh, I won't buy that many because they don't come with enough clones. And then, like, you lose out. So, I don't know. says, what do you consider the best way to get bulk of one part of sheep? I need a lot of gray slopes of 6 gray... What? I don't know, just... Bricklink is probably the best way, honestly. But yeah, dude, the fact that we have not gotten a 501st Battle Pack yet is... It's the biggest atrocity that LEGO has committed against us. How many of you guys have heard that song, I just wanna rolly, 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 and a dab wrench? Praise CAC for doing it, though. I mean, yeah, it's nice that they did it, but it costs a lot. It's harder to army build with CAC than it is with LEGO figs. Cool Brick says, Jay, I'm going to need some tips on MOCs. Well, I will give you all the help that I can. Rocco Froyo says, I would like to see a 187th Trooper Battle Pack, but they weren't in any of the movies. What is the 187th? Imperial Brick Production says, I'm guessing you mean you could not care less for a 501st Battle Pack. You just want your Gungan Battle Pack. Oh boy. Alright, see ya, the Brick Force. Thanks for coming by. Mace Windu's clones, but people say they were fan-made. They were in the original 2D Star Wars show. Okay, what color are they? Purple, of course. Why would that? That's the dumbest question I've ever asked on stream. Of course they're purple. Why would they not be? It's Mace Windu. Everything is purple. I do find it silly that, like, you know, obviously, like, Samuel L. Jackson wanted a purple lightsaber for Mace Windu, which is whatever. That was, he wanted a purple lightsaber. It's whatever. But the fact that, like, in the show they just kept making everything Mace Windu purple, I just find kind of silly. As if, like, in canon, Mace Windu's favorite color was purple. So he's like, oh, I want a purple Jedi Interceptor. My clone squadron should also be purple. Like, I feel like they just took it a little too far. Pops art, that is a great idea for a battle pack. That's like Garrett's dream battle pack. Here's a question for the chat. What is, like, the battle pack you guys have the most of? For me, it's the First Order battle pack. probably the first one. I'm pretty close to it with the second one. I think I bought around 50 or so of each, but I think I have a few more of that original one. Hey, Sheev, welcome back. Says the 187th is a fan-made unit that got advertised as an actual clone action figure and exclusive to Target. Now it's famous for their purple markings and people think it was an actual division. Okay. But so was it, so in Fives, was it in that original Clone Wars series? Screaming Seagull says he has a lot of that Kashyyyk battle pack. I'm so disappointed I don't have a single one of those. He says, LOL, never. Oh, okay. Well, there's my answer then. So, like, who made it then? Like, why do people know it? Like, why is it so popular if it was never in anything? How did you lose battle packs, bro? He says Mace led the 91st partially, then the female Jedi took over. That female, wow. Come on, Fives. I'm sure that female Jedi has a name. Sicey 10 is her name. Sicey 10 is definitely not a girl. He says, no, why am I saying that to disrespect her? I can't spell her name. I assume you... I mean, there's a few... I don't know who you're talking about. Are you talking about Shak T, Ayla Sakura, Luminara? Which one? Who are you talking about? Yaddle? Adigalia. Okay, gotcha. I got a TikTok ad while loading up the stream. Yuck. I still have no idea what that is. As far as I'm concerned, TikTok was a song by Kesha. Jay, you don't want to know. Hey, what's up, Jake Bosch? Says, I want LEGO to make a battle pack with Battlefront 2 Troopers, Jet Trooper, Camino style, my logo. Clone Trooper Specialist, Clone Officer, Clone Trooper, normal. So why did they change the name of Musically? Why did they change it to TikTok? They got bullied too much on YouTube. Really? Is that really why? Hey, thank you, Jake. It says first live viewing in a while. Here's to no work and no school. Awesome. Let's get these build gains. There we go. Dude, thank you so much. I'm really feeling the love tonight, boyos. Says Jay, did you know they don't have the Bricktober battle packs in the South? That is very unfortunate. There's not really any of the Bricktober packs that I'm dying to get my hands on, because none of them are Star Wars. Shocker. But I know a lot of people are looking forward to them, so I'm hoping they become more readily available. Are you going to hide some porgs within the streets of Vardos? Oh yeah, there's going to be plenty of porgs. Because of your video, I got the porg set. Awesome. Do you like it? I feel like I've influenced quite a few people to get the porg set. I'm hoping it was worth it for you guys. What do I think of a Twi'lek battle pack? It'd be nice to get more Twi'leks that aren't like Ayla, Secura, Hera, or Ula. You should put a giant porg inside one of the buildings. I don't know how I'd pull that off, but we'll see. Says it's arriving tomorrow. Can't wait to build it. Awesome, man. And yes, there will definitely be mini kits in this mock. Guys, there's going to be some pretty awesome LEGO Star Wars references in this mock. Like, I have some pretty hilarious plans. I think you guys, like the fan appreciation room on Crate I thought was pretty cool, but I think this one is just gonna blow it out of the water. Like I'm going all out on the fan appreciation room. Says my sister wants the porgs because she says she wants to hug it. So let's just see what happens. Okay. Jake says a Twi'lek battle pack would be so versatile because how many times are they featured in movies, TV shows, video games? Yeah, absolutely. Like, it'd be nice to just get generic Twi'leks in various colors that aren't the main characters. Jay, you are a Star Wars Lego monster. I hope you mean that in the nicest way possible. She says, what about Rebel Friend? Oh, he'll make an appearance in this mod. Says, if you're going to include mini kits, you got to have exactly 10. I got my mini kits right here. So, I'm pretty sure there's still 10 in here. Actually, I can count now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Got 10 mini kits right here. Ready to go, boyos. And aren't enslaved uniforms. Yeah. Joseph Roy says, for my custom palm tree, should I use the basic Lego green, light green, or dark green? I think the basic Lego green is best for palm trees. I don't think dark green really works for them, and lime green definitely doesn't work for them. So yeah, I'd say the basic Lego green. Says, remember the Lego Swamp minifigure from a really long time ago? Do you think they should remake them? I don't know what figure you're talking about. Honestly, I'm not sure what you're referring to. How many Harry Potter sets did you get? I got none. Not really a Harry Potter guy. Someone pranked people on Instagram with a fake leak with a plain Clone Wars face suit clone. I saw flaws in the design, such as someone sanding off orange off the helmets. Ah, that's lame. says, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a new Scout Trooper helmet mold yet. So, I mean, I feel like they should use the Kashyyyk Trooper helmet mold for Scout Troopers. But they just... And they still could, because we haven't really gotten an updated Scout Trooper in a while. So, I mean, I think they don't even have to make a new mold for it. They can just use that Kashyyyk Trooper helmet mold, and it'll work pretty well. Do I think the Stormtrooper needs an update? I think the Stormtroopers we have now are perfectly fine. But there will always be nostalgia for the old one. Which old one? Sajapal says the Kashyyyk Trooper helmet isn't the same as the Scout Trooper helmet. Yeah, I know there's slight differences like around the mouth, but for Lego, we're talking about the people who gave the Shore Trooper helmet mold to the Hover Tank Troopers. If I doubt that with that Kashyyyk Trooper helmet mold, they would make like a slightly different one just for the Scout Trooper. So I think that, you know, if they're gonna do an updated Scout Trooper, then they can use that Kashyyyk Trooper helmet mold. I think it'll be close enough. What's up, TCW4NC? Says the Hover Tank and Shore Trooper helmet molds are so cool, I want to see more. Well, you're gonna see it for that. I don't even know what that trooper's called, but the trooper in Vader's Castle. It looks like a 501st Hover Tank Trooper. Glad you could make it to the live stream, TCW. I swear, I am running out of gray tiles so quickly with this MOC. Like, I keep buying what I think is a lot, and then I just, like, use them all up on something like stairs. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm working on stairs right now on this side of the MOC, and I'm just burning through these tiles. Says the pilot from Vader's Castle is a character from ILM's VR experience, Secrets of Empire. He's a pilot named Athex who is a rebel spy. Oh wow! So he's like a unique. So there's not like multiples of them. It's just that one guy. You should modify a TIE fighter to match the Inferno Squad TIE fighters. I think I mentioned earlier that. I mean, it'd be cool to have, but there's no need to have it for this MOC just because we don't really see those TIE fighters on Vardos. Ryder says, Jay, you're my favorite channel. I've only been subbed for a year. Thanks, man. I'm glad I can be your fave. Jay, are you going for dreads long term? My little brother just did it and his fro was crazy beforehand. No. I don't think I could commit to dreads. Screaming Seagull says, I subbed to Jay thanks to be on the Brick interview Scarab. Wow, that's a throwback right there. Those are some good days. So here's a question for the chat. Which MOC do you guys like more? The Scarab MOC or the Crate MOC? I'd love to know. And be honest. Joseph says, what are my thoughts on commando droids? I think they're pretty cool, actually. I like the idea. I like the fact that there are droids out there that aren't twerps like the normal battle droids. Says, can I count on seeing you at Brick World Chicago? I'll definitely be at Brick World Chicago next year. JJG says, I think this MOC is the best. I appreciate that, but I want to know what you guys think about Scarab versus Crate. Let's see. Where Hawks Fly 1, he says, Scarab, Rogue One is his favorite movie. Alright, gotcha. Joseph's going with Crate. TCW says, Crate is my favorite LOL because you guys do Jar Jar impressions. Screaming Seagull says, Scarab, it seemed to have more action, but that's kind of how the movie portrayed it to be. More action than craft, but it's alright. I really like both. JJG goes with Crate. Coolbrick says the lights on Vardos is cool. Yeah, I like Vardos because it's going to be so different from any other MOC that I've done before this. So I think it's gonna kind of set it apart from everything else, you know. Henry went with Crate. Looks like you guys, for the most part, liked Crate a little bit more than Scarab, which is great because, you know, we worked much harder on Crate. We spent much more time with it and planned it out a lot better. So I'm happy that for the most part you guys like that more than Scarab. Shows that we improved, which is always nice. Says Jake Bosch says Crate because of how many hidden features and the shift from before and after the battle. Yeah, that was probably the coolest thing about Crate, right? Like the fact that we had, you know, 2 versions of it essentially. Jay, you want a piece. A piece of what? You know, Scarab still exists because the blast didn't destroy the planet. Yeah, it just destroyed, like, that Imperial base on it. Which does beg the question, like, what else is on Scarab? How much of it was left behind, you know? Yo, how's it going, man? Been way too long since I turned into a stream. Want to say the MOC looks sick so far. Thank you so much, BBBricks. Screaming Seagull says, well, the Gorilla Walker was huge. I really like the interior of it, but Scarab seemed, I guess, I don't know how to explain it. Crate is just slightly behind in my point of view. I think Scarab was definitely a more interesting battle. Like, there's just much more going on with Scarab. Like, obviously the space dynamic, the ground troops, and then the people on the inside of the Citadel. So, like, the battle was just more complex. So I can understand under that, and that, like, why you would like the Scarab MOC a little bit more. Stacking plates. Sacha Paul says, I'm going to the store, you want anything? Pick me up a Lego Porg. I can always use another one. You can always use more Porgs. I haven't seen anyone mention it, but can you guys tell that like I have all the porgs leaning forward? Or is that not that obvious? Jake Bosch says, next convention, everyone bring their porgs. I love the porg army. Yes, dude, I'm really gonna try hard to make that happen. Maybe at Brick World I'll do it. I'll tell everyone bring their porgs. We'll get the biggest Lego porg picture. I was just wondering if you guys could tell. It says, give the porgs a nest and Luke's lightsaber. Yeah, I would love to do that. Sacha Paul says, on one hand, I'm excited for your channel to inevitably blow up. That would be awesome. Says, on the other hand, that means it'll be rare for you to interact with your comments. I feel like regardless of how big the channel gets and how busy the live stream gets, I would still, you know, try my hardest to engage with you guys to the live stream, because this is obviously one of the coolest parts of my week, getting to talk to you guys about various Star Wars things and having you be able to ask me specific questions about the build and be able to communicate one-on-one. So I feel like this channel is kind of built on that, and no matter how big it gets, I'll try to keep that as a really important component of the channel, the communication via the live streams. But thanks, I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot. One of them needs a black top hat. That would be good. Alright, see ya, filler bricks. What's my favorite plant piece? I wish I could show you. I know exactly what it is, but I don't have one near me right now. But my favorite plant piece is definitely the it's one of two. It's either the one like with the 3 large petals. It's just a plant with 3 large petals, or the like palm tree piece. Either one of those. TCW says, how long will I stream tonight? I'm probably not going to be able to go in too much longer. I got a flight to catch tomorrow, so I want to make sure I'm well rested for that. It says, compare the Falcon MOC to the UCS Falcon. If I had a UCS Falcon, I would do that. Can we hit 10 likes on the stream? I've already liked it. Are there really not? Have I really not gotten 10 likes? Guys, go ahead, do me a favor and like the stream. Smash the like button. Flight, where you headed? I have to go to Missouri. One of my great grandmother passed away, so I have a funeral to go to, unfortunately. So not the best reason to be traveling, but you know, it is what it is. Which is why I decided to stream tonight, because I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be like flying tomorrow. The funeral is on Friday, and I'm going to be flying back on Saturday, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream between then and the update. So rather than try to like fly in town and then stream real quick, I just decided to stream tonight. I'll probably film the update when I get back on Saturday, so it should hopefully still come out on time. But thanks to everyone for the kind words. I appreciate it. Says, with so many subscribers, you have a pretty small stream turn up. I'm surprised you haven't already become super popular. Yeah, the streams are kind of a weird one. Like, you know, there's just, regardless of how many subscribers you get, there's still only so many people who are going to be, you know, willing to sit here and just watch the stream for hours on end. Like, I felt the average, like, view count for any given, I mean, the average, like, time that someone watches the video is usually no longer than, like, 2 or 3 minutes. So people are usually, like, turning it on, skimming through to see what they want to see, and then automatically heading out. So it takes very special fans to be like, oh, he's streaming, I want to sit down, I'm going to watch this. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but, you know, I think I get enough people to where there's always someone for me to be constantly engaging with, and that's the most important part for me. So that's really all that matters for me, just having people to talk to and people who actually care enough to watch me do this. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys. And thanks, Screaming Seagull. Appreciate it, man. You guys are all so nice. Words cannot express how much I appreciate every single one of you. Alright, see you, TCW. Says, I like how the streams have a lower viewer count. It makes it easier for us to communicate with you. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. JJG says he grabbed a pizza. That sounds pretty good. Alright, see you where hawks fly. It was a pleasure having you. So we got BBBricks. Is that the real BBBricks or is that an imposter? I feel like, let's see. Go to channel. Alright, that is indeed the real BBBricks. Will the real BBBricks please stand up? What's going on, man? How you been, Dalek? I imagine busy with school. I thought you were a mod too. Here, I'll make you a mod. That way we can know it's you. Says no, the couch is too comfy. Cool Brick says blow up like B12. Blow up like Alderaan. Pretty busy, unfortunately. Got a big video coming out tomorrow and hopefully starting Asgard soon. Ooh. Awesome. Best of luck on that. When does Cold Like Hoth 2 come out? I'm actually in the process of working on a new song. It's not going to be Cold Like Hoth 2, but it will be a Lego Star Wars type of song. So keep your eyes and ears to the streets. What's your favorite starfighter in the TIE series? And I still want that UCS Alderaan. My favorite TIE fighter is... I really like the standard TIE fighter. I think the TIE Bomber might be my second favorite, but I think the standard TIE fighter is probably my favorite. Yeah, Sajapal, the TIE Reaper is dope too. Like right after watching Rogue One, I knew immediately I want to build a TIE Reaper. Hopefully we see it in another film at some point. That way I can use my TIE Reaper for another MOC. Honestly, my favorite specific TIE fighter is probably the Special Forces First Order TIE with the red stripe. That thing is bae. Dalek says, is this not going anywhere besides Brick Fiesta this year? I'm honestly not even sure if it's going to Brick Fiesta. I'm not sure where I'm going to be taking this thing. I don't know. It's probably not going to survive past, January. I have another MOC. So, we'll see. We'll see. I'm making no commitments for Vardos. I'm just not sure. Vardos don't want to be tied down. What's my favorite clone skin in Battlefront 2? I actually haven't even played Battlefront 2 online since they did the clone skins. But from what I've seen, I guess the Wolfpack. Wolfpack might be my favorite skin, but I haven't played it, so hard to say. Sacha Paul says, can you give us a hint at your next mod? What's the worst possible hint I could give you? It's going to be bigger than Crate. How about that? That's not really a hint, but I'll tell you it's bigger than Crate. JJG says, after Vardos, build a Porg statue. Screaming Seagull says, EA messed up Battlefront. They did a good job, but pay-to-win system lost them a lot of players. Yeah, that's the thing that people probably hate it the most about that game, which is really sad because it should have had to go through that twice essentially after the first game. But I'm just looking forward to a Star Wars game that's not Battlefront. Quite honestly, it says bigger as in Lego scale. No, the MOC is going to be bigger. It'll be minifig scale, but the MOC will be bigger. Yeah, it'll be a Porg statue bigger than Crate. You guys figured it out. You're too smart. What's up, Ben the Brick Builder? After the finale, will you still keep Vardos or break it down for the next mod? Vardos is going to get broken down for the next mod. Says replace the Versio statue with a red marble Porg. That would be pretty funny, honestly. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a gag version of the MOC where I replace stuff with Porg pictures and Porg statues. And yeah, I remember 1313. I was honestly really looking forward to that. It's a shame it didn't happen. All the cool Star Wars games got canceled. What's up with that? And Joseph, yep, that's pretty much how it goes. And no, I did not know you used to be 212 Productions. Jack the Rebel says, what's your favorite piece of Star Wars music? Most people. I don't know. Duel of the Fates. True Boyos. Cult, just like Hoth Band. Yep. Exactly. Says, how about for the next mock, we collab, and you can do all the building designing, video editing, and I can just post pictures on my Instagram and take ad revenue. That sounds like the deal of a lifetime. I'd have to be crazy not to agree to that. What's up, All-10? What's going on, bro? I hope you like the mock. What's going on, homie? So many plates to stack. But to be honest, my favorite Star Wars song is Padme's theme. What up, BBBricks Productions? I have not heard of a channel called Space Doc. What's up, RB Customs? Have you heard about the rumors of an Inferno Squad battle pack? Yeah, I've been mentioning that throughout the stream, but I'm pretty convinced that it's going to happen, which is obviously very beneficial for this mock. And, like, perfect timing. So, shout out to LEGO for hooking a boyo up. Says, what tips do I have for really tall rock work a la crate? We used a lot of the big slopes. The, what are they, 65, 75? Are they 65 or 75 degree? Probably, I think they're 65 degree slopes. Yeah, a lot of big slopes, a lot of small slopes mixed in. The greater variety of slopes you can get in there, I think the better it looks. Just makes it look more natural, less uniform, which is always nice. And get tons of filler, because you're going to burn through that very, very quickly. Ryder says we got 40 likes. That is awesome. Guys, if you're just tuning in, make sure you like the video. I would appreciate it. Jack the Rebel says, in all honesty, I think a red porg statue in replacement of Admiral Versio is a brilliant idea. I might just have to do it. Asgard is gonna have a giant volcano, so hooray, rock work. Do you have a decent like spare parts collection, Dalek? Are you gonna be bricklinking a lot for this mock? Favorite Lego piece color? Dark gray. Either dark gray or light gray, or dark blue. Says, nope, lots of bricklink. Well, best of luck with that. Are you starting your own channel outside of the BBBricks channel? Ice Planet Mock. Are you just doing a generic Ice Planet, or do you have an idea? Like Hoth, Starkiller Base, Ilum. I guess those are probably the same thing, though. Vandor. Michael Irwin says, what's up, Jay? This mock is coming along nicely. Thank you. What's going on, homie? Alright. Whew. So, I think I'm pretty much finished up for the evening, guys. I'm going to get the camera. I'm going to pull it over here so you guys can see exactly what I worked on up close. I'm going to clean up a little bit before I head out. Says, although most of my collection is going to come apart, most sets are sitting around collecting dust, so plan on restoring everything into little bins. Alright, awesome. What an exciting time. Alright, see ya, Satchapal. Thanks for coming by. Good luck on your homework. Appreciate that, Tiger Glass Rid. Thanks, Grey Brick Productions. Glad you enjoyed it. Oh, I was enjoying the stream more than the traders. What do you mean the traders? Who are the traders? I'm working on Geonosis right now. Nice porgs. Awesome, man. I love Geonosis. Alright, let me grab the camera so you guys can see what I did. Alright, so this is what I worked on. Got some stairs built up. They're going to look pretty similar to these stairs over here. So they'll both kind of head up to the same general area, if that makes sense. Also started building up this section right here. There's really going to be like a big gray wall that kind of meets the stairs right here, and then the platform, like this will be kind of where the ground is leveled, up where these stairs stop. So that's a thing. I'm liking the way this is looking, to be quite honest. So yeah, pretty exciting times. So that's gonna finish up the live stream, guys. Like I always say, if you like what I do, go ahead, support the video by hitting the like button, support the channel by smashing that subscribe button, and of course I'll be back again very soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.